Hello and how are you? Welcome back to Pauline Diaries. I hope you had a great week. If this is your first time here, I take this opportunity to introduce you to this big family. This is a forum where we discuss issues that affect the way we relate within our families, with our siblings, with our parents, and other members of our extended family. Here we bring out the good, the bad, and the ugly of what is going on in our families. Of course, with the name of bringing positive change and improving on the way we treat each other. If you have not subscribed, kindly consider doing so. My name is Pauline. Welcome to today's program. Today's episode is based on an issue that was raised by a friend of mine who lives and works abroad. This is after watching a video that I did about 2 weeks ago on terminal illness and what it brings in town. There's an issue that came out prominently on finances and how some crooked members of the family are duping other siblings and conning them, siphoning them of cash using the illness as a scapegoat. And she was telling me that the people who work in the diaspora are victims number one of this con game. I also talked to a few friends of mine and the revelations were crazy. The things that these people are going through, they are being subjected to black tax, financial demands that they are not supposed to question. Like on this matter of illness, it is usually used as one of the ways of pushing them to the wall with financial demands. And anytime they try to question, they are taken on guilt trips, pity parties are thrown right, left, and center, intimidation from maybe even the parents themselves, as they are told, we assisted you, we did this to you, we did this for you, but now you cannot assist. These siblings or the people who live with these parents will even go to an extent of colluding with doctors such that bills are exaggerated. All manner of tests are done, but only with the name of having a big bill, and this you will be made to pay for this bill, and this money is only going to people's pockets. And apparently, this is not the only way that these people are being subjected to black tax. They also have kids that maybe they left home or they left with other relatives. And these kids' upkeep is always on the higher side. Maybe these kids are also being paid for school fees. And every other time, school demands, school extras are always on the rise. Every other time there's something that they need to buy. Every other time there's a trip that needs to be done. If these kids are in college and they're even paying fees for themselves, we have a project, we have a trip, I need to buy this, I need to buy stationery, I need this, always something that needs to be done, and you have to foot because you're not here to take care of these kids, and the only thing that you can do for their comfort is send that money that they're really asking, whether it is required or not required. It could also mean upkeep for your parents. You also paying upkeep for your parents, and financial demands will never come to an end. The other thing through which these people are being subjected to those financial demands is on family projects. Maybe you need to build a family home. You need to put up a house for your parents, and every other time huyu akona pesa, wacha atoe pesa. So it looks like it is a family project, but actually you're the one who's footing that whole bill. They are not there. They're just there by name. Maybe your parents think that nyinyi wote mnafanya, but actually you're the one who's being made to pay for the whole thing. Your other siblings will collude and say, wacha atume pesa, yedi yako bali kwenye kuna pesa. If it is your own project, nowadays everybody, all your brothers, all your sisters, and all your uncles are selling land. The mayor mentioned that you need a piece of land. Everyone will give you ideas. They will tell you, we know, mimi najua kwenye mashamba ziko, mashamba mzuri, zenye ziko kwa barabara, and all those other funny stories. Bear in mind, or maybe they have no idea, or they know nothing about buying and selling of land. But because they know the money is available, they're just looking for means and ways of making sure that they are the middlemen and they have something that they are going to eat from you. The other thing is, maybe you need to construct a house and your brother or your sister is going to come and tell you, nitakusaidia, usijali, nitakusaidia, nitasimamia hiyo mjengo yako na hakuna kitu itapotea, nitakusimamia mpaka hiyo nyumba ishe. But your own brother is going to start their own house. The cost of every bag of cement will be double because you're buying his and you're buying yours. Yake most likely hata itaisha mbele yako, because they will make sure that by the time they finish your house, they also finish their own houses. The other thing is that your father is always giving out your name. Akisikia kuna harambee huko kanisani, kuna harambee huko kwa mnanda, kuna harambee wapi, which is not wrong, it is good to give. But they always give your name even without your consent. You don't even know that your name has been given out, na utapeana. Watapeana. And because you don't want to embarrass your parent, you will just go there and you'll just find a way of sending this money so that you are represented from America, from Australia, from wherever you are. The other thing is about your siblings or your relatives or your friends asking you to help them with money to start up a business. And then you look at it and you're like, okay, if I am able to empower this person to start a business, hii maneno ya kuitishangwa pesa kila wakati ni kama itaisha. So what do I do? Let me send money to this person to go and start a business. And then from there, this burden will ease a bit. So I'll think of what I'm going to send this person. Others are loans, soft loans. Your friends, your relatives, everybody will come to you and ask, niko na ka emergency, niko na kitu nataka kufanya and I need a soft loan. And because you don't want to look bad, you don't want to look like from the time ulienda majuu, you don't support other people, you're so proud, you're not interested in helping other people, you send that soft loan. Others here, you are our job description. When you are somebody, siku hizi unafanyanga nini? Mimi hata hakuna kitu nafanya. How do you survive? Ufanyi kazi, how do you survive? Haya, si unajua sister yangu ako majuu, huyo ndiye ananisaidia, huyo ndiye ananitumianga pesa. So you know my father is in America, my brother is in Qatar, my sister is in Saudi Arabia. They're the people who are sending me the money. Mimi hakuna kitu nafanyanga. So as you toil and move from one job to the other, sisi tumelala, tunagoja utengeneze pesa, you send the money to us. You make the money, work for long hours, hop from one job to the other, as we cover ourselves and wait for you to send that money. There are so many things that follow after that. There are so many ways that the people who are working in the diaspora are being subjected to black tax, and they are complaining. They may not come out and tell it to you because maybe, like you said, in the African society, maybe when this person was going to America, kuna mtu aliuza shamba, babako aliuza ng'ombe, your auntie drew something here and there, so you feel that it is no longer a responsibility. It has become a burden, but you don't know how you're going to come out and show these people that you also need to develop yourself. You also need to do something for your life. So you are unable to say no, and you'll be pushed and pushed until the last minute. And maybe even when you're coming back here, you realize that the shamba that was supposed to be bought for you by your own father, he didn't buy. Something that was supposed to be done by your own mother, they never did it. Your siblings, and they don't care. So you will come back, there'll be family feuds, there'll be hatred. Others can even go to an extent of fighting and killing each other. Marriages are breaking because this guy has been out there toiling, and the wife has been doing totally nothing. She knows where now girls' nights out, watu wanaenda wapi. She has a list of about 10 Ben 10s that he's been funding their lifestyles with the money that you toiling so hard to get. So what happens? Marriages are breaking. Families are there are family divisions, because when you come back and you're demanding from your brother to account for the money that you sent him, there are other members of the family who are feeling you don't need to push him, this person ati akwambia alifanyia nini pesa. The others who are feeling ulikosea, you need to tell this person ni nini ulifanyia pesa yake. So the family is broken into different pieces, because there are those who are for you, those who are against you, depending on also how they feel about you. And this could lead to depression, even to other extents, people could even commit suicide. You wasted your youth toiling and working, and you're coming back to nothing. All these things are bound to happen. So if you're the person who is receiving this money, be kind, be accountable, be honest. Show what you have done with this money. It's not asking for too much by being accountable. Be mindful. At least even make calls when you don't need anything from these people. Find out how they're doing. How is your work? How is your Christian life? How are your children, if you have children over there? How is your family? How are you doing? Just call to find out. I know they're not everybody who is making those financial demands. They are the people who will call just to find out about your well-being. Others will even support you. I've seen people, like during COVID, I saw several people sending money to their children or their relatives who are living abroad. Because of lockdown, they're not working, they're not going anywhere. Maybe it was also, COVID was also in Kenya, but at least maybe someone had some ego space of being able to help this person who is there. Be kind. Also be kind about, be considerate about the times that you're calling. Know about time differences. Sio because hapa Kenya ni saa 7 ama ni saa 4 mchana, you'll just make a call. You don't even know whatever time it is, and you don't care because all you care ni dedo besha. Mi tu nataka pesa. Hii mambo ingine ya kulala na nini, iyo sitaki. And don't be greedy. If you cannot do something, don't start engaging in it so that you can get some money here. If you know nothing about land, if you land buying and selling, if you know nothing about construction, just leave it. Don't take advantage of someone and bring in your greed to ensure that this person pays for your bills. Some people here have their jobs. They are making their money here in Kenya or any other part of Africa or even any other part of the world. And they are using their money to develop themselves. But they're using your money to go on holidays, to foot bills in the house, in their houses. Yao wanatengeneza, wanaeka, wanajenga, wanafanya nini, wananua mashamba, they are saving, they are buying bonds, they are doing whatever it is. Lakini yako yenye wanakuitisha, that is what they are using to spend. That is what they are using to go on holidays. Wewe utajijenga siku gani? The other thing is now to you, the person who is sending this money. If it is an issue like hospital, get the sick people that you're taking care of NHIF cards. And I think NHIF needs to pay me on this. I'm really pushing for this card. But it is a very, very important card. It comes in handy. On top of that, if you're able, and it is better to me even make that sacrifice, boost this NHIF card with a medical cover. This way, you will have taken care of almost every medical bill that will come in. And if there's any extra thing that needs to be done, every hospital now has a pay bill number. Use that pay bill number to pay the extras. Whatever that was not paid by the cards, use the pay bill number to pay for that. Always ensure too that this person is taken to main hospitals, because when these people go to personal entities, these people, the person living in this patient may collude with these doctors and exaggerate your bills. It is very hard for money that has gone to a main hospital to end up in an individual's pocket. Hata kama itafika, it is much more different. It is different than when it is being taken by someone who is running a personal entity. The other thing, bring your siblings on board too. Let them know that hata kama niko huku na hata kama natengeneza pesa, hata nyinyi fanyeni kitu. I'm paying for NHIF, I'm paying for this other medical card. Why don't you do the other things? Why don't you buy the fruits? Why don't you cater for the transport to and from the hospital? Do these other things. Don't carry the whole, but you cannot carry the whole family on your shoulders. Bring them on board too. If it is a matter of school fees, do the same. Every other school has a pay bill number. Send that money straight to school. Don't work with fee structures. All I need or all someone requires is a school logo, and go to the next door cyber and make, not even a cyber, even they can do it even at home, and come up with their own fee structure. Always find out. Send an email to the school. Have a general line to the school. Don't dwell on one teacher too. This other one may also take advantage of you. They all know that mama fulani atapiga simu akiuliza maswali, hata mimi hata niacha hivyo. So what you do, get a general line, get a general email to the school. Know what is going on. Ask about those endless trips. Ask about those endless projects. Find out what is going on. And you will be able to seal some of those loopholes that the money is going through. If it is about starting a business, don't just send money to us. The first thing we do when you get, the last time I've never seen $1 million, I've never seen 500,000, and because you want to get rid of me and you don't want me to keep asking money from you, you send me that money. My mind will shift from starting a business to excitement about money in my account. Have I even done any research on the business I'm starting? Do I know what this business entails? Oh, nataka kufanya kazi ya mitumba. How much do you know about those mitumbas? Nataka kukatakata plots. How much do you know about that? Let these people research on whatever that they want to do. Akikwambia they want to start a shop, let them start with a kibanda. Let it grow gradually. Baby steps, pole, such that they may be able now to move from a kibanda to a big shop. And then from the big shop, you can be able now to see, kwenye amefika sasa, this is someone I can just drop, I can withdraw and let them run this thing. If it is about harambes, be very categorical, even with your parents, that you will attend the harambes because it is also very important to help, but I'll go to the harambes on my own terms when I'm ready and give whatever it is that I can. And it is good to consult me before you give out my name as one of those guests who will be in this harambe. If it is the people who never look for jobs because my sister is in Saudi Arabia, because my sister is in Qatar, because my brother is in Australia, because my mom is in America, let them get jobs to do. Wacha watu wafanye kazi. Deliberately fail to send that money 1 or 2 months and learn to say no. And say, this time I was not able to send and I'm not sending any money, so that this person can have the initiative of going out to look for a job. Let whatever is coming from you be a boost to what they are getting. Say no. Learn to say no. Don't try to please anyone here. Learn to say no. If it is about soft loans, you have to choose whether you want to continue in a relationship with this person, whether it is your friend, whether it is your sister, whether it is whoever relative it is. We stopped paying debts long time ago. People don't pay debts. We are not paying even our neighbors, our next door neighbors. We wait for them to go out, we go out. When they come in, we go. We don't pay. We stopped paying long time ago. At least 99% of us don't pay. And the 1% that will pay, I don't know where you get them from. So it is up to you to decide. Do I maintain this relationship with this person, or do I lend them the money? Because you cannot have the two of them. Choose what you want. So if you're giving someone money, if they ask for a loan, you're better off telling them, if this person is asking for 100,000, 10,000 or 20,000, tell them I can give you 5,000 and don't give it back to me. I cannot be able to give you the 20. I've given you 5 and don't bring it back to me, because you not be paid. People stopped paying the soft loans long time ago. Now, don't try to please anyone. If you need to do your own projects, save that money. Save that money. There are so many insurance companies, the likes of Britam, ICEA, among others, even banks, that are offering investment facilities whereby you can be able to send your money is safe, and your money is growing. You can keep that money for the next maybe 2, 3, 4 years. And that by the time you're coming here, that money will not only have grown, it will also be safe. You will not have to fight with someone. I sent you 1 million shillings. Where is this money? I need my money. And then you can be able maybe take a leave of 2 or 3 months. Come home. You have ample time. Jitafutie shamba kwenye unataka. Nunua shamba. If you're able to take 3, 6 months, if you have ready money, you can come here, build your own house, Acha nyumba yako kama imeisha, hakuna mtu mtaulizana naye pesa yangu ilienda wapi. Kwani how is it that this house cost me 10 million whereas it should have cost me 5 million? You will not have to go to such lengths ya kuulizana maswali kama hizo na watu. You will have done your own things. Organize yourself. If you don't do that, don't try to please anyone. When you try to do that, you will end up working and working and working, and you'll come back with nothing. And then when you come back here, tutakuwa tunakugoja. And like where I come from, tunaambianga huyu atorete rura miaka 20 na dana shoko naki. Amekam America 20 years and they have hajarudi na anything. I wish ni mimi ningeenda vile ningefanya kazi. But what we are not telling other people is the way we subjected you to black tax. We are not telling people how we made financial demands. We are not telling people how we pushed you to the wall to give us that money. We only want people to know that tuliuza ng'ombe, tulikata shamba ikauzwa, ukaenda ukakaa huko na ukarudi, and you have nothing. Invest in yourself. Invest for yourself. Be selfish. Say no. Start saying no, because hapa hatutaitosheka na pesa. Never. And the mere mention of your name, if you're called Pauline, or if you're called John, or if you're called Omondi, or whatever your name is, we don't see you. We see the currency of the country where you are. We see dollars. We see euros. We see pounds. We don't see you. So it is the high time that you start seeing yourself and start being selfish and doing something for yourself. There's a lot that can be said about this. From discussions I had with my friends, there's a lot and we cannot finish in one episode. But I'm happy that you're able to join me. I'm glad and I hope that this information will be of help to someone, and people will start looking at people who are working in the diaspora not as cash cows, but relatives that also need help and also need that we find out about their well-being more than we are doing now. Thank you so much, and I hope that you join me next week for another episode. Goodbye and God bless. This is Pauline. See you next time.